Ladies and gentlemen, the sun has now found its home in the western sky, and it is Saturday night in Tiger Stadium, home of the LSU Tigers, one of the great venues in college football. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Volunteers will kick it away to start. And he's going to try to return this one. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The LSU Tigers return team certainly didn't do the offense any favors there. And these guys involve everybody in the passing game, and none more prominent than this big fella.
And the quarterback knows he's going to be under duress in this game. So who do you look for? The tight end. And there aren't many better than this guy.
No, and just big bodies that you can miss a little bit high, and it really doesn't matter. But over the middle of the field, closer throws, so nice to have a security blanket with a great tight end.
Dropping back, it's Madden. Getting some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The number one job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
We're running the curl route against zone coverage. The quarterback knows that's going to be a tight window. He's got to rifle that ball into his wide receiver. He does just that, and as a result, they pick up the first down.
Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. The pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Shoots it to the left. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. Got to get a big game, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
Using the quick game. At the 45, on its way. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Takes the handoff. It's De La Rosa. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Got him downfield, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tigers!
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they covered the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Tennessee Volunteers offense has the ball for the first time. This matchup on the outside, Jesse, a big play weapon for the offense, a shutdown corner for the D.
They say big-time players make big plays in big games, so who gets the best of this matchup? That's going to determine the game.
I mean, such a fun chess match. How much are they on each other during the game, the head-to-head matchup that everybody wants to see?
These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference, be great in your conference, get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally, and they just got to take one.
And that pass intercepted. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Touch pass on the run. Smashes through. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Looking downfield, it's Madden. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete! So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU! Up and over Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it. A lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, get that touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Western Michigan is going to walk off the field there inside Waldo Stadium with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. This offense has a second down play. Fires to the wideout. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught him.
From the gun, running back gets to give. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited, and the fans aren't going crazy, but those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout, so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. And the Vols will have it 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Nice move to keep running. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Final play of the quarter coming. They try to pop a run on the draw. They'll make the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Running back goes in motion. To the air, it's Madden. Finds his target down the middle. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play. And here they come again. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. Runs through the tackle. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the 1st here. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those 1st downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in 1st downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple 1st downs together. Get one of those long drives going.
Pickup of 1. It's down at the 11. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the defense just needs something positive to happen. They're trailing in this game. A turnover would be massive for momentum right now, and a nice effort defensively getting a hand on the...
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
What a throw by the QB. You think about it, you don't have much space near the sideline, and he put that thing right on the outside of the sideline where his receiver could go make a play. Not only does he make the play, I'm pretty sure he got a foot in bounds, and that's a great touchdown catch. What a playmaker.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. The returner will field it and bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
From the gun, running back on the move. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Volunteers send out the punt unit. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time it's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Red pass, it's complete. Oh, what a move to get room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, try to convert through the air. It's caught. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Looking to pass. It's Madden. Snags it. They will score. Touchdown, LSU.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point makes it 28-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
There's just not a lot of great play calls, guys, for third in California. So you hand it off, you try to get some of that yardage back, see what happens next.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. He's run out of bounds, but not before, turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to pass, it's Banks. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, they go back up top. A strike downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They keep attacking through the air. He'll try to do it himself. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's first down. And the Volunteers come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to go up top on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. They're bringing heat. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
Trying to make magic with his feet. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This one will be a 45-yard attempt, and he'll kick it from the left side. Field goal is good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Oregon delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, and Jonathan Stewart used to do it. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create.
Open runway ahead. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Took just one play, and they got it almost to midfield. First down from the 49. Pressure coming. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. He finds his man. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Got his man down the middle. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
They're backed up. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there in Death Valley than you? A captivating game so far. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere, and I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the Jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats.
The Tigers will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They'll open the second half on the ground. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Banks. He'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
Pocket starts to collapse. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Setting up the screen. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Yeah, and he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just...
He's got it on the right. Running toward the tape. Touchdown ball. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point cuts the lead to 28-10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped that one off in style, a 74-yarder for the score. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The give to the back. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
And a lot of coaches put a lot of emphasis on situational type running, right? When it's a goal-to-go situation, short yardage situation, like when I need to run the football and they know I'm running the football. Right there, I haven't had a lot of success, but I needed a few yards to get the first down. Great job by the offensive line creating some space and getting the first down.
It's a really nice play there. The thing about this guy, he forces the defense to have to stay disciplined. You just can't take a play on. He reminds me of an old LSU quarterback that I used to play against, Herb Tyler. He was a guy that could hurt you throwing the ball, but he was also shifty and he could extend plays. We had a great defense at Florida, full of NFL dudes, but he just never let you feel comfortable because of his athleticism and his dynamic ability. This guy has a little bit of that too.
They'll leave it with him. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Here comes the offense on second down. Back to throw, it's Madden. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. Running with power. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Using his legs, it's De La Rosa. Running it in the red zone, imposing their will and picking up 5 down to the 15. They need 1 yard on 3rd down to keep this one going. This will be the 8th play of the drive. He'll do it himself. And it's loose. Bounced right back to them. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
So now on comes the field goal unit. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Texas Tech was all gas and no brakes in one of the more convincing wins we'll see this week. The type of performance Graham Harrell and Michael Crabtree used to deliver in that memorable 11-win season of 2008. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Trailing by 3 touchdowns, if you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. Unloads it downfield. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Vols will, they snap it to the up end. He'll try to run for it. He's not even going to come close to the first down, and they'll turn it over. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Quarterback on the keeper.
These read option plays are very hard to stop because you got to have enough guys in the box to play that immediate run, but also always be ready for that quarterback to take the ball and scoot out wide.
And when the quarterback operates this like a magician, it makes it even tougher.
When he can see it, read it, and just flat go, those easy plays right there. I mean, he just picks up a little bit of yardage, but he can do it again and again and again, and it's just frustrating.
Scanning the field, it's Madden. He's got it! Touchdown, Tigers! And the punishment has been extended. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Pulls it in. It's ball. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third. To let him be checked out. This should be the last play of the quarter. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Sends it downfield. Pulls it in inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. The Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tennessee. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. Right down the boulevard. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Maybe feeling a little better about things. Still a 21-point game as they're set to kick it off. And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Give to the back. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's De La Rosa. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. 1st down here for the offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He fires a bullet to the right. And that pass is intercepted. Takes it the other way. And the interception was enough. The return made it even better as he gets it down to the 48-yard line.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs.
Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. That big play has this defense reeling, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 14. From the gun. Give on the inside. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4.
Here we go.
They move the tight end all over. Looking for space. It's De La Rosa. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And they'll try it again after getting nothing on 2nd down. It's 3rd and goal from the 3. For jet sweep pass. And he's wrestled to the ground.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, Dale, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
First order of business here, don't give up a big return, then the defense just has to keep them out of the end zone. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating... And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. They'll dial one up on 2nd and 6 from the 25. He's looking to throw. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker room speech after this one. I would suggest that he starts with, "That's just bad."
Bad. Or, as Reese Davis would say, ungood. Just very ungood performance flush this one down the toilet, move on. It's not your best day. You lost in ugly fashion, to be honest, but better days ahead.
And I think a lot of this has to come on the shoulders of the players. They need to be able to realize they just didn't do enough. So they've got to turn the page. They've got to go back to work, have a great week of practice, and put out a better effort next week.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.